Hey, it's your girl Becky Kissoon. This is your daily source for personal and spiritual development. These messages are from Daily Meditation. You can find new uploads here Monday through Friday. This episode is entitled Self-Sabotage. And by the end of this episode, you will want to change not only your thoughts, but your actions that are sabotaging your own life without you even knowing it. A man walks into a restaurant with a full-grown ostrich beside him. The waitress asks them for their orders. The man says, a hamburger, fries, and a Coke, and turns to the ostrich. What's yours? I'll have the same, says the ostrich. A short time later, the waitress returns with the order. That will be $9.40, please. And the man reaches into his pocket and pulls out the exact change for payment. The next day, the man and the ostrich come again, and the man says, a hamburger, fries, and a Coke. The ostrich says, I'll have the same. And again, the man reaches into his pocket and pays with the exact change. This becomes routine until the two enter again. The usual? Asks the waitress. No, this Friday night I will have a steak, baked potato, and a salad, said the man. Same, says the ostrich. Shortly, the waitress brings the order and says, that will be $19.62. Once again, the man pulls the exact change out of his pocket and places it on the table. The waitress cannot hold back her curiosity any longer. Excuse me, sir, but how do you manage to always come up with the exact change in your pocket every single time? Well, says the man, several years ago, I was cleaning the attic and I found an old lamp. When I rubbed it, a genie appeared and offered me 2 wishes. My first wish was that if I had ever had to pay for anything, I would just put my hand in my pocket and the right amount of money would always be there. That's brilliant, says the waitress. Most people would ask for like $1 million or something, but you'll always be as rich as you want for as long as you live. That's right. Whether it's a gallon of milk or a Rolls Royce, the exact money will always be there, says the man. The waitress asks, so what's up with the ostrich? The man sighs. He pauses and he answers, well, my second wish was for a tall chick with a big ass and long legs who agrees with every single thing that I say. Okay, maybe it wasn't that funny, but this story relates to my message today because sometimes we know what we want, but we're putting out vibes that don't bring it to us. Did you know that science has discovered that underlying all forms of matter, that there's an underlying energy of vibration? There is an article on collective evolution that talks about quantum mechanics. And basically, what we perceive as our physical world is really not physical or material at all. It's really far from it. And it's been proven time and time again by Nobel Prize scientists around the world and winning physicists. One of them, Niels Bohr, is a Danish physicist who made a significant contribution to understanding the atomic structure in quantum theory. He said that if quantum mechanics hasn't profoundly shocked you, you haven't understood it yet. Everything that we call real is made of things that cannot be regarded as real. At the turn of the 19th century, physicists started to explore the relationship between energy and the structure of matter. And when they did that, the belief that a physical, material universe that was at the very heart of scientific knowing was dropped, and the realization that matter is nothing but an illusion replaced it. Scientists began to recognize that everything in the universe is made out of energy. Did you know that quantum physicists discovered that the physical atoms, they're made up of vortexes of energy that are constantly spinning and vibrating, each one radiating its own unique energy signature. We are really beings of energy and vibration, radiating at our own unique energy signature. And this is what quantum physics has shown us time and time again. We are much more than what we perceive ourselves to be. And it's time that we begin to see ourselves in that light. If you observe the composition of an atom with a microscope, you would see a small, invisible tornado-like vortex with a number of infinitely small energy vortexes called quarks and photons. These are what make up the structure of the atom. If you focused in closer and closer on the structure of the atom, you would see nothing. You would observe a physical void. The atom has no physical structure. We have no physical structure. Physical things don't have any physical structure. Atoms are made out of invisible energy, not tangible matter. Crazy, right? Our experience tells us that our reality is made up of physical material things. The revelation that the universe is not an assembly of physical parts stems from the work of Albert Einstein, Max Planck, and Werner Heisenberg, amongst many others. So what does this mean? What does all this mean? Why did I even say this? Well, it means that a lot of scientists have taken the leap and they've already questioned the meaning and implications of what we have discovered with quantum physics. And one of these revelations is that the observer creates the reality. As observers, we are personally involved with the creation of our own reality. Physicists are being forced to admit that the universe is a mental construction. Pioneering physicist Sir John Jeans wrote, "The stream of knowledge is heading towards a non-mechanical reality. The universe begins to look more like a great thought than like a great machine. The mind no longer appears to be an accidental intruder into the realm of matter. We ought rather hail it as the creator and governor of the realm of matter." So I wanted to tell you this information because I wanted to shift your paradigm. Thoughts and feelings are vibrations that translate into material things in your life, that translate into real things in your life. Through the use of your own rhythmic output, you attract similar vibrating things into your reality. Once you master the skill of having positive feelings and thoughts, having thoughts that are in alignment with the things that you want, having feelings that are in alignment with the things that you want, once you master that, you will greatly enhance your life and all of those around you. It is vital that you become aware of the frequency, the intensity, and amount of time that you spend in negative energy so that you can work on lessening that time. The more that you allow it, the greater the impact that it has on your vibration to drive it down and attract the things that you don't like. That means when you choose negative energy, you're choosing to attract unwanted things into your life and that inhibit your natural health, causing a lack of wellness. It doesn't matter why we engage in negative energy, but if we allow it in our mind, it's our damage. Through our unawareness of the effect of negative energy, we don't realize that it's the negative energy that we're choosing that's actually causing those life situations that we don't like. For example, if you're scrolling through Instagram or Facebook, and let's say you're friends with somebody that you have something to say about, I don't know, a particular person that you don't really talk to anymore and you feel like they were shady, that's why you don't talk to them, but they're hanging out with other people now. Look at so-and-so, oh, I see they're having a good time with their friends. Oh, I'm happy for them, but you're really not. You don't really care. You're kind of actually mad about it because they don't hang out with you anymore. And it's kind of shady to you that y'all don't hang out anymore. Or maybe something went down. Maybe they, didn't give you a piece of clothing back. Maybe they said they was going to give you back the money for that meal and they did it. Whatever it is as to why you guys don't talk anymore, you see their picture and you're just like, next. Like, you think something bad about them, right? Or maybe it's a speaker and you hear them speak and you're like, oh, they were okay, but they didn't really move me. Or maybe you're watching a show and you're like, oh, it was really stupid that such and such said that. Or whatever media comes towards your way and you have anything negative to say about it, did you know that could lessen your vibration? And what I want you all to be aware of is that the things that you never thought could lower your vibration can actually lower your vibration. So I want you to be aware. That's why I'm doing this podcast today. I want you to be aware of these things. What I want you to be aware of, is that it does not matter why you engage in the negative energy. If you allow it into your mind, it is your damage. Through your unawareness of the effect of negative energy, you don't even realize that it's this negative energy that you're choosing that's actually choosing the life situations that you don't like. So today I want to talk about the law of vibration. The law of vibration. The law of vibration is one of the universal laws that govern our universe. And it states that anything that exists in our universe, whether seen or unseen, broken down into and analyzed in its purest and most basic form, consists of pure energy or light, which resonates and exists as a vibratory frequency or pattern. You have to match the frequency of the reality that you want. It's important to learn how the law of vibration works so we can stop that self-damage and self-sabotage, so we can stop derailing the things that we want to experience. And once you understand, instead of getting involved in negativity, whether it's self-talk, a situation, or an exchange, that you can actually use it to turn your energy positive and be much more effective in attracting what you want. This will change your life. Whether you engage in negative energy in the form of a troubling emotional conversation in your head, or from a current issue from the past or perceived future, or you might take something personally or get defensive or aggressive. The bottom line is that you have chosen a low vibration that will affect your life regardless of what is happening with anyone else. It's vital to the quality of your life that you understand this. The effect of the emotional state in your head affects the quality of your life circumstances, and you must learn how to stop beating up on yourself and stop sabotaging your life with these negative thought feeling choices. You're literally sabotaging yourself and your own life without even knowing it. I want to give you a quick example of how you want something, but yet you don't set yourself up to receive it. Let's say you want a loving relationship, but you feel envious of others that have one. Although that thought in your conscious mind says, I want an amazing relationship, the feeling of envy is the instruction that goes to the law of attraction as a low vibration. And I'll talk about the law of attraction later. But remember, it is the feeling that causes the vibration, not the thought. Are you all with me here? Is it making sense? So in this case, the feeling of envy is saying, I don't want a loving relationship. Why? Because the feeling of envy does not match the vibration of joy, which is the feeling of a loving relationship. The law of attraction arranges what you vibrationally ask for. That's its job. Remember, you are the captain. Your feelings are the instructions, and the law of attraction is the engine room. So you see, it's not that we can't have the loving relationship. We can. But we don't understand the working of our mind. We operate it in a way that gives us what we don't want. So if we would simply identify that we want a loving relationship, hold that feeling, feel great for others that have it, and basically keep all thoughts and emotions in the direction of that loving feeling, we would attract it. Why do we redirect our vibration away from what we want? What we can do, the solution is, we can interrupt or pause the law of vibration by using a negative feeling as a trigger that we have fallen into the trap of a messed up belief reaction. Once we realize that a messed up belief is influencing our thinking, we can neutralize our thinking and stop the negative reaction. Sometimes we are so accustomed to feeling certain negative emotions that we are not totally aware of their presence. That is the result of a habit. So turning up our awareness about how we are feeling is essential to interrupting this old cycle and stopping the momentum of the negative feeling and reaction. One thing that can help alert you to the brewing of a negative emotion is to listen to your body. Sensations in your heart, your stomach, your chest, your head, your energy,